I'm late today and I have to leave for work very quickly. I am jumping into my car. As I turn onto the freeway, I'm suddenly not sure if I took my door key with me. I'm touching my bag. My God! I forgot my key, I say aloud. I make a U-turn and drive back as fast as I can. I park my car right in front of my door, although it's not normally where one is allowed to park or to stop a car. I live on the 3rd floor and still run up the stairs hoping to get away with it. I'm looking for the key in my apartment but I cannot find it right away. After a few minutes, I come to the realization, I had left the key in my jacket. I'm running downstairs back to the car. I'm looking around. Where's my car? In the distance I see a tow truck pulling my car off. What is culture? I sit with several students in a cafe in Paris. We have an international meeting. Americans, French, and Germans sit at a table and discuss. The American asks, "What does culture mean in this country?" I say, that term can mean a lot. Literature, theater, art, or even the way we speak, including the way you conduct yourself. Does it also include behavior? Asks the American. Behavior in general terms, probably is a part of it, says the German. So that means when I behave I have culture, ask the American smiling. More or less, I reply. But education and manners would also describe culture. Can one say in France as well that I have culture, and you do not? Asks the American. No, that would be arrogant, I assert. Food poisoning. My brother Mark feels terrible, he's been in bed since yesterday. He has nausea, a headache, coughing, and diarrhea. He also feels exhausted. My father drives my brother to the doctor. He explains the conditions to the doctor and the doctor examines Mark. The doctor finds out that Mark has food poisoning. It's a dangerous situation because Mark is already dehydrated. The doctor also prescribes that Mark stay in bed and take strong medication twice a day. My brother believes his food poisoning comes from a kebab he had eaten the day before when he stopped downtown. The neighbor. My mother and I are watching our new neighbor. Every morning at 8 o'clock he leaves his house. We're watching him from the kitchen window. The man is young and wears a suit and tie. We think he's a man of class. He is always coming and going at a particular time. My mother also has many friends and often invites strange men into the house as well. The men are very friendly and often give my mother gifts. After their visits, we sometimes have a lot of cash on hand. Just when the men have left, we usually rush to the mall to go shopping. One day we meet the new neighbor in the supermarket. My mother smiles at the man. They start talking. The neighbor comes to our house and spends time with my mother. A month later, my mother says, "We're going to move soon. We will live with Jeff, our neighbor." I convinced him to let us live with him. Headache. Mrs. Meyer has a severe headache. The doctor examines her shoulder and prescribes the woman's pills that she has to take every day. In addition, the doctor gives the woman a list of activities to do. She is supposed to do yoga and meditation regularly, as the doctor states that the headaches come from stress. The woman does the activities for several days, but the headaches do not go away. After a week she goes back to the doctor. "Do you feel better?" asks the doctor. She says no, and that she always gets a headache when she's nervous. "Do you sleep enough?" She states that she doesn't know. After further investigation, the doctor prescribes pills for nervousness, tablets for stress, and Valium for sleeping. At home, Mrs. Meyer now has a big box full of pills and tablets.